Google DeepMind just squeezed a massive 12 billion parameter multi-model AI model on a standard consumer laptop. Yeah, no cloud processing required at all. We are going to break down exactly how they pulled this off and why it matters.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Aside from that massive hardware breakthrough, we are also diving into Microsoft's aggressive new counter moves, an unprecedented $85 billion cash grab, and a surprising reality check for autonomous robotaxis. Let's get right into it.
Starting with that massive DeepMind release, Gemma 412B is officially out in the wild. This open-source model handles text, images, and audio seamlessly and runs efficiently on just 16 gigabytes of RAM. They utilized a brand new encoding scheme and token prediction method to make it happen without frying your motherboard.
Releasing it under an Apache 2.0 license for commercial use is a direct shot at making edge AI ubiquitous. But Microsoft isn't sitting still. At their Build 2026 conference, they just unveiled 7 new in-house models, including their very first dedicated reasoning model and a completely autonomous background agent.
It is turning into an all-out sprint for dominance. Even Meta is aggressively trying to close the gap, officially launching their Muse Spark model, which they are calling their most credible AI to date. It comes exactly a year after their massive leadership shakeup aimed at catching up with rivals.
And to fund this absolute war, Alphabet just completed a staggering, record-breaking $85 billion stock sale, earmarked entirely for Google's AI business. That sheer level of capital proves that investors see artificial intelligence as the absolute core of future tech growth, regardless of the cost.
Speaking of growth, the tools developers have at their fingertips right now are getting ridiculous. Perplexity just introduced a new hybrid AI orchestrator system. It automatically decides on the fly whether a specific task should run locally on your personal machine or get sent to their powerful cloud-based models.
That is a brilliant way to balance privacy, speed, and resource utilization. The open source community is scoring huge wins right now too. Ideogram just dropped version 4.0 of its text-to-image model as an open-weight release. It features native 2K resolution and insanely precise text rendering that honestly rivals the big closed systems.
AI is also fundamentally speeding up software creation itself. Take Wasmer, for example. They just used OpenAI's Codex alongside GPT 5.5 to build a Node.js runtime specifically for edge computing. They reported a 10 to 20 times acceleration in development speed. That is a massive productivity leap for infrastructure engineering.
But it is not all smooth sailing in the creative space. AI music startup Suno just raised a massive $400 million, doubling its valuation to over $5.4 billion. The wild part? They secured this funding while simultaneously fighting major copyright infringement lawsuits from major record labels. Investors clearly do not care about the legal drama.
Moving from music to shopping, Amazon's search bar is getting a fascinating generative upgrade. As you type a description for clothing or home goods, it dynamically generates an AI image of that exact item. You then tap the AI image to find real, similar-looking products in their inventory.
Though reports point out it sometimes hallucinates bizarre products that don't even exist, which could frustrate shoppers. Speaking of reality checks, a new study analyzing Waymo's robotaxis in California shows they are not reducing urban traffic congestion at all. In fact, the cars are driving completely empty for almost half of their total miles.
Regulators are definitely paying closer attention to the real-world impact of all this tech. The UK's Competition and Markets Authority just ordered Google to give website publishers a strict opt-out mechanism for AI-generated search features. Google has 9 months to comply, provide clearer attribution links, and cannot penalize publishers who opt out.
Meanwhile, over in the US, the Trump administration issued a new executive order focused on AI safety. It requires defense agencies like the Pentagon to boost cyber defenses with AI tools within 30 days. However, critics are quickly pointing out that model security testing for developers remains entirely voluntary, completely lacking any mandatory approval process.
It is incredible how fast the regulatory landscape is trying to keep pace with monumental shifts, like that Gemma 4 model running multi-model tasks locally on our laptops. That democratization of powerful AI without cloud reliance is definitely the most consequential story of the day.
Absolutely. That's all the time we have for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show, please take a second to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It really helps the show grow. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.